how to go from sober curious to sober serious. First of all, let's go ahead and define those terms. Sober curious is like, hey, you know what? It would be nice. I'm drinking a lot and it would be nice to just be sober for a while. That would be cool. It's kind of like the initial idea, like the light bulb, right? And then sober serious is like, yo, I'm getting this shit done. Like it's already done. I already have the plan. I'm going to stick with it as hard as I can for as long as I can. That's sober serious. And sober serious even goes to being sober for a long time. Like you still sober serious and you still keep that and you maintain that. Now the short answer is how do you go from sober curious to sober serious is another term coming in, another sober terminology is you start your sober journey. That is how you go from curious to serious. Now, how do you start your sober journey? Well, you have that peak of interest where you have that light bulb that goes off that says, my life would probably be better if I quit the alcohol or the drugs, whatever it might be for you. And to be honest, alcohol is a drug. So technically, when you say drugs, it means alcohol as well. Well, let's just for to make things simple, let's separate the two. But alcohol is actually the most dangerous drug on earth, statistically speaking. Anyway, so going past that, so how to start your sober journey is you say, all right, like I've had enough of this. Usually have like some sort of breaking point happens where you hit a rock bottom or you have like some health reason why you some health risk that comes up and you're like, screw this noise. I'm gonna stop drinking and I'm gonna stop drinking for a while. Now, on your sober journey, when it starts, you have I would say like two different types of ways that inspire you to stop drinking. One is you say, I'm going to stop drinking for a month or 2 months or 6 months, or I'm going to stay sober for sober January, or I'm going to stay sober for a whole year, or I'm going to stay sober the rest of my life. That's one option. Now, to most people who have been drinking for most of their lives, when you say, oh, I'm going to stop drinking for the rest of my life, it's scary. It's daunting. It's like, ooh, I don't know if I can take that on right now. So there are pros to doing like the sober January thing, sober October, whatever. There are pros to that. But if you don't fix the problem, if you don't fix the relationship with your relationship with alcohol, that's good, it's positive, the whole reason why you drink in the first place, then guess what? After that month is over, after that 3 months is over, after that 6 months is over, you're probably going to drink again. I hope you don't, but you might. And the reason is you haven't fixed that relationship, that negative relationship where you feel like alcohol brings you something. I know for me, just for example, for me, I thought that it made me more confident speaking with women. I thought that it made me perform better having sexual relations with women. I thought that it made me a better dancer. So if you're able to create all those things and recognize what it is that you feel like alcohol brings you, and instead of making your goal based off of length of time, because in reality that really doesn't matter. Sure, things might take its place, but if you don't fix the relationship, you're going to take it back up again because you still think the alcohol brings you something positive. Now the way to flip that is to say, okay, I believe alcohol brings me X, Y, and Z. I'm better. This is past belief. I was better when I was drunk because it helped me with this, helped me with this, helped me with this. Now, if you're able to disprove those statements and you're able to be just as good sober as you were drinking, then guess what? You no longer need alcohol in your life. It's just a substance that you don't need, right? So if you're able to create goals based off of what you feel like alcohol brings you and why you glorify alcohol in the first place, and you eradicate those beliefs, bam, then you take it down. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter if it takes freaking 3 months, 2 months, 3 years, 6 years. That is the journey. That's the whole process. The process of relearning what this external substance used to bring you, but actually, usually in the future, takes away. Many people, they drink before they go to bed because they think it helps them go to sleep better at night or helps them with their stress or anxiety. But when you look at the research, it actually increases all those things. Besides the sleep, it decreases the sleep quality, but increases stress and anxiety. So you're actually furthering the problem, but you're getting that instant gratification. You feel like it's helping, but it's actually making things worse, creates this perpetuating cycle that's not necessarily a positive one. So when you are sober curious, that light bulb goes off and you're ready to get serious. Create a plan that makes sense for you, and remember to create like a whole support system. Tell everybody what you're doing and be serious about it. Don't just say I'm thinking about going sober for January. People are going to absolutely annihilate you, especially the people that drink that you're normally drinking around. They're going to say, oh, you I know you like to drink. Oh yeah, just have one, just have a couple with your friends. The people that are the closest to you are sometimes the most difficult people to be around when you're making a big change. So you have to create a real plan, a support system of people who are supporting you through this process. And if you don't feel like you can commit to this, you don't feel like you need somebody to hold you accountable, find somebody that's been there before. Find somebody who's a freaking warrior who was drinking and then got sober, and reach out to them and ask them how they did it. If you don't know anybody that's like that, reach out to a coach so they can help you because they've already been through that same exact process. And make sure that that coach is somebody that you resonate with, somebody who has a similar story with you, and somebody that can get you from point A to point B. The great thing about having somebody who's there, who's been there before, is they'll get you there faster and they'll hold you accountable for your bullshit because there's going to be a lot of bullshit that comes up. So if you want to go from sober curious to sober serious, make a plan and start your sober journey and say, this day is the day that I declare war on alcohol and I'm going to disprove all the bullshit beliefs that I believe that alcohol brings me something in my life because I know it's not true and it no longer serves me. So thank you so much for being here. Those are just a couple different terminologies that I wanted to reach out and see made clear. And anybody can get sober serious and you can do it right now. And if you want to start your journey, freaking go for it and exclaim it out to the whole entire world because it's an epic journey and I would never take it back for the world. It was it's been a roller coaster, but I'm really glad I am where I am and I hope you feel the exact same way. So much love. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you're ready to start your journey but you just don't know where to start, comment them down below. Anything down below, say I'm ready, and then I will DM you some information. Much love. Have a beautiful